It's well worth it to ask the questions and actually get your bum in a seat and drive. It's worth the effort to go that far because it is the future. The options are going to keep getting better and better as time goes on.
Well, welcome friends to Green Tech Nerd. It's Matt here. I'm here with Johnny and Darryl from the Electric Vehicle Network. What are some of the things that your customers say about the EV shopping experience, particularly what it's like trying to find good quality used vehicles at a time when the technology seems to be changing rapidly?
We provide a lot of information to sort out what's important to that particular individual. It's very hard when you don't know about EVs to make the connection to what really is relevant to you. People are quite often concerned about visibility in the vehicle, cabin space, the seat comfort is a big thing. Those are all part and parcel of enjoying the experience. And so people coming in, they get to sit in the different vehicles, drive the different vehicles, and actually help themselves sort out what is important to them, what matters to them. At least 50% of the time, people ultimately choose a different vehicle than when they thought when they walked in the door.
What changes people's minds? Is it just physically being in the car, or is it more information that you share with them?
Range is a big one. A lot of people seem to get stuck on that one long trip to Algonquin once a year and thinking, I need to get there once a year and I need a car that does that. And when you factor in, when we walk through what your daily usage is and where you're going, we say for what you're going to save in the course of a year from an SUV to an electric vehicle, you can afford to rent whatever vehicle you want for a few weeks a year and do what you want. But you really got to focus as your day in, your day out, when you can zip around town and never have to go to a gas station again and save many thousands on repairs and maintenance. You balance that out and you realize that one long trip to Montreal or Algonquin is not the be all and end all of your car choice.
Johnny, what are some of the obstacles to EV adoption that you see, either just looking at the marketplace or that you hear directly from your customers? What's holding people back from making the leap?
The higher upfront capital required to drive electric deters a substantial part of the population back into old clunky gas cars. We've always found, even with the latest $5,000 very generous federal rebate, that upfront capital on certain models, again, take to high range, higher performance models, is still a little high for that good mass market, that good middle of the market. But that's changing all the time. And that's really where a company like ours comes into play. We can source electric vehicles from all over the continent.
So we're lucky we're a small country in Canada next to the biggest market in North America. We could tap into that.
Is that something that you take care of for the customer? If they, for instance, put in a custom order, like you were saying, that you manage the paperwork if there's a particular model that fits the customer requirements across the border?
Absolutely. We check that there's no recalls outstanding. We verify that model will be able to meet Canadian standards when it gets here. We do the modifications required, but we have the capability to get that done, get it tested, make sure it meets Canadian standards, and the customer does not have to worry about that.
But what are the typical kinds of vehicles that you see going through your inventory?
Outside of the Tesla Model 3, the Chevy Bolt is the most economical car. It's the most range you can get for the best use of your dollar, essentially. Lots of i3s, some Leafs, and some Teslas. But what we tell all of our clients, we have the capacity to pull from all over North America, and we do custom orders on a more or less regular basis to suffice those needs.
You must have seen over the years some patterns emerge around when a model comes to market and when they start to become more available on the used market.
The earliest we've seen arrive is usually a 2-year mark after they release new. By year 3, year 4, then it's full on availability.
So we sort of segment our consumers, our EV seekers, which is our EV demographic, into different segments that really depend on purchase motivation. Like some people are what we call sustainability seekers, people who are really motivated to do the right thing for the next generation, for the planet, our shared atmosphere. Then we have other seekers like Tesla fanatics, which are sort of their own beast. They know everything about the car. They know everything about the pricing. They just want it. Then we've got what we call total cost of ownership seekers. So these are the economists of the group, right? These are the people who want to know in a practical way how much they're saving on gas, how much they're saving even sometimes on insurance if they hit the right insurance company. Then there's the cool tech factor, right? The tech heads. They want the over-the-air updates in the Tesla, and they want full navigation abilities. So there's all these kind of purchase motivations that come into the conversation, with our clients on the journey to driving electric.
I'd like anybody that's thinking about an electric vehicle to realize that there are many questions that you have to ask, and things you need to learn, and don't beat yourself up over it. Put in the time. We're here to answer a lot of questions. There's some good resources out there, but it's well worth it to ask the questions and actually get your bum in a seat and drive. That really, it's worth the effort to go that far, because it is the future. The options are going to keep getting better and better as time goes on, and it's not a waste of time to come out and actually experience what an EV can do for you.
Great. Well, thanks to Johnny and Darryl from the Electric Vehicle Network for telling more about their company and their mission and their goals and how they can connect people to use electric vehicles. And there's more information below in this video. I wanted to give a huge shout out again to Darryl and Johnny at the Electric Vehicle Network. Do check out their website, evnet.ca. I've found it extremely helpful in our own family shopping for a used electric vehicle, and you'll see a huge selection that's there. This video isn't sponsored by evnet.ca. I just really appreciated the expertise and the calmness that both Darryl and Johnny bring to the buying process, and I hope you can check them out too. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please click the like button. And if you'd like to follow along with more like this, please hit subscribe. Thanks again.